Okay, we're doing the steering rack on a '01 Audi Allroad 2.7 twin turbo. Didn't find any write-ups or procedures on an Allroad, only the A6 and the A4 and the Passats. So I figured we'd put a little content on here. Supposedly the Allroad procedure is the same as the A6, but it's particularly painful on the Allroad because it has the 2.7 twin turbo. I guess the S4 would be the same, the B5 model. Apparently it's all the same between '01 and '05. So now the procedure, I'm a couple steps ahead already, but I'll try and walk you through it. First, obviously jack up the vehicle or whatever, take your rims off. From there, this particular Allroad has been refitted with regular suspension, no longer has the air suspension, but this is our donor vehicle. It's easier to show you. So you take out the tie rod ends, take the bolt out, separate it, and then the fun really begins. That's where usually the steering rack sits. And to loosen it, there's a bolt right down in here. It's a 10mm triple square. It's not very tight, but you need some sockets and extensions to get to it. So that's the first one. Obviously you have to take the rain tray out. And the second one, remove the battery and the battery tray. And then the second bolt for the steering rack sits right here. Same thing, 10mm. And the third bolt is the really fun one. Sits underneath. There's the 2.7. Sits underneath. There's usually a heat shield right here. And the third bolt sits under here where my fingers are. We removed the heat shield on this model. We actually chose to drop the motor just for ease of convenience to show you. But usually this heat shield sits here, and that's why you cannot see the third bolt when it's in the vehicle when your motor is still in. So Audi has a procedure, the Bentley procedure says to drop the rear subframe on the motor and remove the driver's side exhaust pipe to get clear access to this bolt. See if I can show you with the camera where the bolt. It's basically, I just felt it right here. So it sits offset of the other bolt. The way we chose to do it is use a crowbar, and we bent away the heat shield on this vehicle. It's obviously on a hoist, much easier. Don't think you'll be able to do it on the ground unless you, like I said, drop the rear subframe. But we bent away the heat shield. That's the whole steering rack in there. You can't really see it. My apologies. But we bent away the heat shield and used a triple square 10mm socket, and we taped it to a swivel socket so we can fix the angle. It's about a 30-degree angle like that, and feed it up with extensions. We used 3 of these extensions standing underneath the car. And once that heat shield is out, you have clear vision to it. And there's a little area, which I'll try and show you, in between the downpipe and the subframe and the transmission. This is underneath the vehicle, okay, so driver's side control arm. There's the downpipe, and you have a little view of access right near this mount, straight up there, about 20 inches up. You see the light up there? Right up there is a bolt, just right in that light. You just can't see it. I can see it. Yeah, there you go. That very vague green blob in the distance, that's the bolt.